Once again, good mornings, class 11 CS. I hope you all are doing well, good. So, till now, you might have decided, or it's clear that you are studying CS, is that? And you might have seen all the videos what I had released, and slowly and gradually we are going to master in Python, and we can program our PC according to our need by using Python. Okay, because Python is nearly about somewhere in fourth or fifth generation. You can see artificial intelligence, okay, later on what Python can do and what are the possibilities you can do with Python, or in fact you play with Python, right? So can anybody initiate that? I should be able to know that how many of you have taken CS in class 11. Okay, can you reply back to me? Yeah, so let me check out. And many are having confusion then what copy and also on book, and also once again I am discussing to you that we are going to use a registered copy. Either you take white page or either you take rule page for writing theories, and we are going to take one practical copy, one rule and one white page for writing practicals. Okay, and you know, one observation you are keeping, so that also you keep, that's all. Okay, and related to book, we are going to follow NCERT, right? And after that, NCERT book already I had shown to you, and after that we are going to follow. If you want to know much about Python programming, understand, then you should be having a good reference book. Okay, you can have you can purchase, if you are going out, then you can purchase computer science with Python, Sultan Chand. This book I like, contents are good, language is simple, you can have. Okay, so now no confusion at all. Okay, try to concentrate in study or in video what I am going to give. Okay, don't confuse yourself, rather by learning Python you update yourself. Okay, so here last time what we have learned, I think we have learned, we are doing operators here, understand. Arithmetic operator we have seen, is it? Arithmetic operator we have seen here, and in that arithmetic operator what we have seen, we have seen this all subtraction, addition and all. I had shown some examples to you, but in this operation, arithmetic operators, what operations they are going to do, they do have some precedence, you know BODMAS in maths. This will be operated first, then second, then third, then fourth, like that. So here also Python is having precedence. So very first expression, this bracket will work. Whatever they are inside the bracket, that will be in the first position. Then this double caret symbol, power one. Then this is the second precedence. Third one is negative numbers. Is it negotiation, negative. Then fourth one is division. Then again here quotient, then multiplication, remainder here, is it? So these all will be in what place? Fourth place. Okay, and addition and subtraction will be in what place? Fifth place. So this is, you can say, BODMAS of Python. Are you getting me? Yeah. So in this regard, one more thing I want to let you know, that there are two type of operators you can find out: binary and unary. BINARY, binary, and UNARY, unary. Rather, I can type and show it to you. Is that? See here, there are two type of operators here: uh, binary and unary. Okay, binary operators always work with two operands. Is that? Okay, suppose I am writing here x plus 2. You are getting? So this plus is a binary operator because it always works with two operands here. This is operator and this x and these two are what? Operands, right? Binary operator. Okay, now unary operator, what is this unary? The same thing if I am going to write here x plus equal to 2. Just check it out here. This is some, both are same thing. This is unary operators. Also if I am going to write here x plus increase the x by 1. Okay, if increase by 2 then you have to write this one. So these are unary operators. Okay, these are binary operators. Two operands are required. Here only one operand. You just check only one operand. Only plus symbol is here. Okay, so no confusion. This I'll show you in the programming. Okay, so let's go ahead little bit today. Relational operator, understand? So what we are going to understand by relational operator? Arithmetic already we did. Now come back to relational. Relation which used to compare between two quantities. Okay, they are relational, and you are going to, Python is going to return back only true or false if that condition is true or false. Suppose I am asking that x is greater than 30. So if you are going to input x greater than 30, then it is going to return true, otherwise it will be false. So always it is used for comparison, understand? You see, and see, relational operators are used to compare the values in either true and false. So here you check it out how many things are there. So here you see double equal to sign, equal to return true if a is equal to b or not. X is equal to 5, and I am writing here x is equal to 5. What the difference between both? This is assignment operator. This is coming later on. Just wait for 2-3 minutes. This one you see here thing is that the value of LHS left hand side is equal to 5 or not. Done. So this is assignment operator. 5 will be assigned to what? X. Both are different. Okay, here this one is going to assign a value, and this is going to return true or false if it is equal or not. Okay, so this is equal to operator. This is not equal to, not a is not equal to b or not. Greater than equal to, less than equal to. Simple. Greater than means was a greater than b or not. Less greater than equal to, a is greater than equal to b or not. So like that you can understand. It's very easy, nothing to worry. Okay, so these are relational operator. I am going to show you in some example. Now come back next here, argumented assignment operator. Okay, that same thing here. We are learning the same thing. Where is that? Here you see assignment operator here. First one is arithmetic, we've learned, then relational, that assignment operator. Assignment means what? You are putting values. Here you see it is used to assign values to a variable. Okay, you have taken x equal to 5. Suppose the age of father is x years, x. Now what value will go in x? X equal to, let's suppose I am writing here 40. So now where in my program the value of x become what? 40. So this is supply of value to x. Okay, that is here assignment operator. So first one is see equal to symbol. Only one equal to is here. Okay, so this is assign value from right side operator to the left side operand. Is it a is equal to b? Is it? Then plus equal to, just now it's shown to you. What is this plus equal to? Yeah, it's shown here. Here you see this one here. It's shown plus equal to. Okay, that I rubbed out. Okay, that marker I rubbed out. So once again I'm showing to you. Yeah, what is the meaning? X equal to x plus 3. Let's suppose what the value of, what the meaning of this? Meaning here is that the value of x should be increased. This is assignment operator. This equal to is assignment operator. What it is going to do, it is going to calculate first right hand side, whatever be the previous value of x, 3 will be added to that, and then whole value will go over to x. So this is assignment operator. So we can write the same thing in a very short form here, like this: x plus equal to 3. both are same thing. Okay, so like that way you see divide two number and assign the result to the left operator, multiply multiply number, understand, then again this one is subtract, then this one is a modulus, this one is floor division, and this one is calculate the power. So one by one you can see it in practical. Okay, so today I am going to show you some practicals about some hand-on experiment in this relational operator and this argumented assignment operators. Is it? I'm going to show you how this will work. Okay, then you'll be able to understand. So I'm going to open the Python here. You see this is Python. Okay, have you installed Python in your system or have you downloaded? Okay, you are getting problem, then do contact me, do reply back to me. I will give the solution. So here I am writing, suppose x equal to 10. What is this x equal to 10? This is assignment operator, is it? Just now you have seen this is this assign. Okay, assignment operator. Then again I am going to find it out. Here you see next one. I'm going to write here y. See, I'm going to write here print, and one bracket I am giving here, and then I'm going to write here x. What result I'm going to get? 10. Right. So now I'm asking x equal to x plus 2. Okay, just see what answer is coming. Then I'm going to write print. Again I'm writing here x. Are you getting 12? Okay, see here the value of x is defined what? 10. So this is assignment operator. X is equal to x plus 2. Okay, what the meaning is that this is assignment operator. It will first see right side, it will not go to the left side. Right side is x plus 2. What is the previous value of x? 10. So it will put here 10, then plus 2. What is that? 12. After getting this 12, it will assign this 12 to x. So now the value of x becomes what? 12. Okay, so that's why 12 is coming here. Same thing one more time I'm going to add a 2. Now see that x plus equal to 2, both are same thing. Not 12, it should be 14. I am writing here print x, just check out 14. So both assignments are same. You have seen here this one plus equal to. Okay, clear? So here you check again. I'm going to write here x multiplied equal to 2. So now 14 should be multiplied by 2. I am writing here print x, see here 28. That's okay. So one by one you try out, you find out this assignment operator. This is assignment operator. Okay, to assign the left side value to the assign the right side value to the left side, and in right side whatever be the Python literal, it will be calculated first, understand, and then the value will be assigned to left side. Okay, calling variable. See, one expression I'm telling to you, you can understand this one. Suppose I'm writing here x equal to y plus z. Let's suppose what this is, you are going to say this one, a general terminology. This is calling variable. Okay, it is going to call. This is assignment operator. It is going to calculate the right hand side first and then assign to the left side. This plus is what? Arithmetic operator. It is going to operate on two operand on its left side and right side. So y and z are what is that? Operand, together working with what? X. Done. So this is the technique I am going to say to you, and you are going to follow, or you are going to understand. Okay, now I am writing here y equal to 20. So how many variables I have taken here? I can show you print. I am showing here y. What is that? 20. I can print both value also, x comma y. See, 20 and 20. Now what is that? I'm going to say here, I'm going to print here that if x is greater than y. Okay, then I'm writing here print x or and I'm putting it, I think program, yeah, and then I'm going to put here, see indent problem it is coming here, is it? So here you see x is greater than y, then print x being printed or not. Okay, and if now what is that, I am going to check this one, y is equal to y plus let's suppose 50. So now y become big, as it again I'm writing here if it is visible to you, yeah, now it's okay. If I'm writing here again same statement, x is greater than y, then print x. Now x is not greater than y, so it is not going to print anything, is that? So here you see in this one x is 28 and it is 20, so I am using x greater than y, relational operator I am going to use. So it is printing 28 here because x is greater than y. After that, next one I make changes, some changes, that y equal to y plus 50. Now I am adding the value 50 to y. Okay, so now what the previous value of y is 20, now it become 50 plus 20, 70. So it is checking here x greater than y. 28 is greater than 70, no, print x. So it is not, it has not printed anything here. Okay, so like this way you can have a relation, you can relate the left side to right side. You got clear, is it? Again I'm going to show it to you how to check out that whether it is coming true or it is coming false or not true, and you are going to make some changes in relational operator and it will work according to yours, is it? I am going to check here that x is equal to y. See, false coming. This is relational operator here, double equal to, understand? Here you just check, I had shown to you, yeah, here equal to return true if a is equal to b. Okay, then again I am going to write here something for true value. What I'm going to write here, that y is greater than x. See, true, it is true. Is it okay? Is it? Again I'm writing here that y is greater than equal to x. Yeah, of course it is not equal to, but it is true, anyone will be true, either greater than or either equal to. Got it? If I'm going to write here that x is not equal to y, true, both are not same, is it clear? So like that way you can relate. Now I am going to show a very simple program to add two numbers, and again I am going to show a very simple program how to print the biggest among two numbers, is that? You think that this is your first Python program, is that? So you know how to write a program. This is Python shell, already I discussed in the last I think video release, Python shell. And if you want to write a Python program, then you can click to file and new file, a new file is going to come here. Here you are going to write. So I'm going to show you something today. Yeah, let's suppose I am typing here x equal to 20, then I am writing here y is equal to 30, and after that I want to check that. Now if else condition we have to use for checking here for the relation operators, is it? So I'm writing if, you check this if else condition, I will teach you later on. Okay, but now you see, if I am going to write the condition here, condition is that x is greater than y or not. then indent label will go. If again I'm telling you, if else condition I will teach you later on. Simply see here one example. Okay, then I am going to write here print. I am writing here that x is bigger than y. Okay, it is a true value. Else I am going to type here print. I am going to write here y is bigger than x. Okay, so this is a very simple program to predict which one is biggest. Let me run this program, run module. It is asking me to save. I am going to write here big. Okay, so it is telling me y is bigger than x. Is it? Of course it is there. See, y is what, 30. Now I'm going to make here 200. Now it should be x now. So again it is asking me here that x is bigger than y. Check it out here. X is bigger than y, and here y is bigger than x in the previous value. Is it? So what it is going to do, assignment operator, you are assigning value to, okay, x to 200 and y to 30, and this is relational operator. Here we are checking that whether x is greater than y or not. It do have two value. This is for true value and this is for false value. Else is for what? Else is for false. See my handwriting. If x is greater than y, and this value is for what? True. Okay, so if condition, if it is true, it will go to the true, else it will go to the false value. So block of statements are there. Again I am telling you, I am going to teach you this if else condition later on. Simply this is a demo example to you. So this condition is true, then what is that? It is going to print x is bigger than any message you are going to type, print. And if this is false, then it is going to print this one, y is bigger than x. Are you getting me? Okay, you can modify this one by using input command. For input command you need to wait some that you are going to input something your own choice, is it? So for that you simply what I can say to you, you wait. I have to teach you input command. Okay, so one example show you. I am in teaser, then import. Again, not to worry and don't be panic, I will teach you all these things. Enter a value of x. Okay, I will show you what these things are there, how to write this, everything I am going to show it to you, so nothing to worry. I am writing here y. Okay, so I am going to run this program now. See some changes here. What I did, enter a value of x, anything I can write here, 1 2 3, then I am writing enter the 4 5 6. Accordingly it is going to print y is bigger than x. Simply a demonstration I had shown to you. What about relational operator? Done. So now some assignment operator, what addition, subtraction and all, very simple one. I am going to delete this. We have two value here. I am taking s for sum is equal to x plus y. Okay, d for difference is equal to x minus y. I am for multiplication, I am taking m is equal to x into y. Okay, and modulus, if I am going to take modulus, what I am going to see, what variable I am going to put. Let's suppose p is equal to modulus x mod y. Got it? Now I have to print it. So what I can write here, print, just check, I'm putting here as will be printed, then I'm writing here print, what is that, d will be printed, then I am going to write here print, then m will be printed here, then again I'm going to write here print modulus p will be printed here. Then let's run this program and check it out, what is there. I'm going to run this program, enter the value of x. X is what, 200, and y is what, 50. So here are the answer. First one is addition, 250. Second one is subtraction, 200 minus 50, 150. Then multiplication, then modulus division, 54 ja, what is that, 200, like that. But this output is not looking good. Okay, this S, this is sum, this D for division, this is division, this is multiplication, and this one is that quotient 4.0 is coming. Is it? Why this point is also coming 4.0? This also will teach you later on, nothing to worry about that. Okay, how to convert this 4.0 into integer. Okay, so very simple. We have to convert this p into integer. See, I had converted integer here or not, so like that way it has to be converted to integer. I am simply writing here, see, integer p. Now if I am going to run here, run the program, then enter a value, same thing I am entering, then you will able to see 200, then I am entering here 50, then check 4 is coming here. This is type conversion, it is coming later on for you. See, I had converted this type from 4.0 to 4. Okay, so these all things will come later on. Don't start playing too much with Python, it's difficult then again. So slowly we are going to play with Python, is it? So now I am going to show you how to write in more interactive way, that if my message will come that the sum of x and y is like that, so what is that, this is the value. I am going to write here in double quote, see the technique, the sum of, now x is what value, so it should be a comma, sum of x, then is what, your word content. See, green color is your area. The sum of x and y is na, here it will be and y is coming a value, y is s, like this way. Now in this one you check this green color in double quote, that is your area, understand, you are safe here, green means safe. So this is message, so any message is to be given inside double quote. After that, comma is separator here, multiple output separator, multiple printout separator, and this x, this y, and this s is variable value will come. So the value of x will come from here, the value of y will come from here, and the value of sum will come from here. So it look good if you are going to print like this. So message is going to come. Okay, then I am going to write same thing here, the difference, then the multiplication. Once just see a result. Okay, here comma I had not given, see the error, Python error, comma I missed out. Okay. Okay, again I am writing a 500. Okay, then I am writing a 50. Just see this message, see the output. Earlier output is what, plain sum is coming, but here now it is coming clearly that the sum of 550 is what, 550, right? Like that way you can modify your programming. Is that? One more I am going to write for you. Here I am writing in double quote, what I am going to do, the difference of what, comma, x is a value, and is what, your content, so green color, and y is again variable of a value, is what, is your area, is d. Okay, and the product, the quotient, like that, same thing you write. Okay, so I am going to run this once again and show it to you. You go here again, I am writing here 500, I am writing here 50. Just check, see the language here coming, you have modified the plain output to a more interactive output. So like this way you are going to do the program. Okay, so try to understand. So this all demonstration I had shown to you. Programming and all things I will teach you later on when you are going to understand. Okay, so now here you see what we have learned. We have learned here, we were learning these operators here now. So we have learned arithmetic operator, we have learned relational operator, we have learned assignment operator. Three operators we have seen. Okay, here we have seen assignment, we have seen relational, we have seen assignment operator. Okay, programming I haven't taught you till now. We are simply doing the theoretical part here, right? Okay, so here you see arithmetic operator we have seen all. In that precedence also we have seen binary, unary. Binary work upon two operand and unary work upon only one operand. Then here we have seen relational operator that uses comparison. Okay, equal to, not equal to, greater than equal to, less than equal to, less than equal to, is it less than. Now after that we have seen assignment operator. Here assignment operator is going to assign a value from right hand side to left hand side, is it? So you can see it. If you can have NCERT book, you see NCERT book. If you manage to have a Sultan Chand book, okay, or any good reference book, but I will prefer that you are a basic, you are a beginner, so you have NCERT and Sultan Chand, make the theory and concept clear, then it will be good for you to understand. Okay, further part of QBasic program. Sorry, QBasic I told, it's Python program. So what you need to do, you need to write these contents in your CS copy, right? Nicely, these notes you should write nicely in CS copy. And if you have arrangement of PCs and all, you can install Python. You can download Python from here, wpython.org. You can go to download and install. Simply plain installation is there. And after installation, methods I had shown you in the previous videos how to start Python, right? Okay, and till now I hope so your confusion got clear about the books and all. Okay, child, so it's time now not to say goodbye but to rejoin in the next class. So I hope you might be feeling better. Okay, I also want that date wise you write all the theories in your copy. Okay, rule copy, you either you take one big register copy, you maintain that register copy in class 11 and 12, same copy will go, but practicals should be separate for class 11, practicals should be separate for class 12. So one rule and one white page copy. You got clear, right? So once again, not to say goodbye but we will rejoin in the next class. Take care of your health, protect yourself from this COVID, don't go outside, concentrate. Okay, God bless, see you next time.